Hey guys, Muncheez here, and welcome to another Lost Ark video. And in this video, we're going to be going over Gate 2 of Brelshaza in Tier 4. This is the Kazeros raid version of her, and basically the 145 mech in specific. There are 5 things that you want to do when you are doing this mech, and it is in this list as follows. And there's no particular order of these, but these are just the things that you want to make sure you do when you are doing the mech. You want to destroy 5 orbs. You can get away with doing 4 if it's the last one, but I'll get into that later. You don't want to get hit by any red lines, or if you're doing hard mode, there's going to be random nuisance scythes that spawn in your pathway that you have to dodge. And then you want to avoid standing directly on top of the orbs as they are spawning. And you want to make sure the DPS, all the DPS are trying to do this and get frozen before the second phase of the mechanic. And at the end of it, the supports need to free a DPS that they're hiding behind, and you go and stagger the boss. So this mech utilizes the standard clock positions for most boss fights, where party 1 will be ×3 and party 2 will be ×3 plus 1. So before the mech starts, make sure you know which party you're in and what number you are to make sure you are in the correct spot. So once she is approaching 145, she's going to disappear and spawn a bunch of scythe patterns. When this happens, do your best to get to your clock positions as to not overlap this circle that appears around your character, because if you guys are overlapping with these, you guys are going to hurt each other, and we don't want that. So the basics of this mechanic is you're going to be going around in a circle. Your goal is to break 5 orbs as they are spawning and to not get hit by these dangerous lines of death that are spawning behind you and in front of you. So the mechanic is going to start when the first orb spawns. And a tip that I have for everyone that is doing this, that's having troubles, is to chase the lines that are exploding in front of you. Now, the reason for this is because the orbs that are spawning kind of tell you where there is a safe spot, and I'll actually freeze it here to show you. So this last line behind me, these will stop as the orbs are spawning in front of you. So when the orbs spawn in front of you, you will have a safe spot directly before you hit the orb. Do not go in front of it, wait for it to spawn, and also do not stand on top of it, because if you stand on top of it as it's spawning and you are not dealing damage to it, it will do damage to you. And there will always be a safe spot right in between the lines that are behind you and where the orb is spawning. Now the next thing that you have to worry about is getting frozen towards the end of the mechanic. So the recommended thing that was given to us for when to get frozen is when the timer reaches 33 seconds. Now, instead of having to worry about the timer the whole time, what I like to do and what I found worked the best was you can just wait till the 4th orb. So I'm heading towards the 4th orb right now. Once you kill the 4th orb, it'll be roughly 33 seconds-ish, and you can just break the orb and then just make your way out into the circle. And as long as you're just keeping up with the lines in front of you as you're doing this and collecting stacks, you can wait for the 5th ball to spawn. And if you have an AoE move of any sort where you can just lay down on the ground, you can break the orb and just be frozen, and the move will finish it off for you. Now, if you play a class where you actually have to physically go out into the outer ring, the most consistent answer I got from asking several melee DPS players, they just said you can get in and break the orb on the outside, and you can just spacebar back into the safe zone, and you will not get a stack, and you just use the same timing that everyone else does. Now, at this point of the mechanic, if you are a DPS player, you should be frozen. If you happen to miss it, go look for a safe spot that is not shared with a support, because only one person can hide behind one frozen player. So if possible, just yield the safe spots to the supports and just make sure you get into a safe spot. The explosion doesn't happen right away, so you do have time to make it behind a ice block before the explosion actually goes off. And once it does, you are able to free the people that are in ice blocks, and you can go stagger the boss, and that's it for the 145 mech. You've successfully completed it. Anywho, that's all for this video. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, anything of that sort, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and sub on the way out, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.